I'm going to do a very quick video tutorial on how to use Sailwave in a basic form, i.e. copying another series, using that series parameters to a certain extent, and competitors, and starting a new series and entering a few results. So first of all, I'm going to go and open Sailwave. I'm going to assume a sort of basic amount of knowledge here. First of all, I'm going to navigate to a file that I already have saved. If you want a sample file, please email me and I'll send one over. But basically, in my normal Sailwave file, I've got this year's results so far, and I'm going to copy the Spring Thaw Open because it's the most recent series and most relevant to the competitors that will be in the next series. So I'm just going to simply, before I open this series, I'm just going to right-click and copy that, and right-click and paste it into that location. So I end up having two versions of the Spring Thaw Open. The one I've just created, I'm going to right click again and rename that to Spring Series AM, i.e. the morning race of the new Spring Series, which is where we have a series in the morning and the afternoon. So there we go. I've copied a file and just renamed it as something else. So I'm going to open this new Spring Series AM file, which is going to show us a load of results that we've seen before from the previous series. And what I'm going to go through now is how you get rid of all these results here, all the races that I don't necessarily need, but keeping my competitors in the main file, so it means that I don't have to enter a competitor every week that they sail. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all these results. Now to do that, I just go up to Edit, and I'm going to go to Clear Results. It'll ask me which results do I want to clear, and I'm just going to simply go to the bottom here and select all competitors and all races and click OK. It'll warn me that I'm about to clear 360 results, and I click yes. They've gone. Wonderful. Now the races, you'll notice that there were 12 races. I also want to get rid of 10 of those races because the first batch of results will be just 2 races on a Sunday morning, so I want to have 2 races all set up so I can enter my results, but I don't want all the others because it means editing a lot later on. So I'm going to go to Edit again and go to Delete Races, and by clicking on race 3, which is the first of the ones I want to get rid of, and holding down the Shift key and clicking as you go down, it will select the number of races that I want to get rid of. So I'm just going to click OK to that. Delete the 10 races selected. Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Don't really notice a lot of change on the screen that we're looking at the moment, but trust me, this works. The other thing I've just realised I haven't done is I haven't changed the name of the series within Sailwave to Spring Series AM, and at the moment it's reading Spring Thaw Open. So to change the name of the series, it's simply a case of going to Setup, Series Properties, and in the first name, event name, you just literally go Spring Series AM, click OK. Happy days, job done. So I've got some competitors showing here that have clearly raced in some races but have lost their results and lost all the races that they raced in. So I just want to clear these because I don't really want them staring me in the face at the moment. So I'm going to go to Edit again, which is probably one of the most useful of these options at the top. And I'm going to go to mark all unsailed competitors as excluded. So what that basically means, anyone who hasn't sailed in a race, I don't want to see them at the moment. And hey presto, they're gone. So I've got a nice clear sheet. I've got no competitors showing because I haven't entered any results, and I have also cleared out a load of the races that were already entered. Now what I need to do now is pretend that I have my results sheets after the racing on Sunday, and I'm going to enter my results of the day. First thing I'm going to do is to set up my races. This is one of the most important things to do, is to get the races set up with the various fleets and also the start times of each race. So I'm going to click on the Sail Num wizard here, which is, again, like the edit button, probably one of the most used parts of Sailwave that you'll get used to. That'll open up a window here, and it's very kindly showing me race 1, which was the 10th of Feb, which is this race I've left in, so clearly I've got to do some editing here. And funnily enough, you click Edit Race, and this is showing me that race 1 on the 10th of Feb started at 10:40, or the published start time was 10:40, but the actual starts were all 10:44 for these showing fleets. So I'm going to do some editing here. So race 1, that's absolutely fine. Published day, well, that's actually going to be the 10th of March for this Sunday. Published start time, that's fine, I always leave that as 10:40. So fast handicap, I'm going to assume that they started on time at 10:40, and I should really talk you through what I just did there, but we'll do it for slow handicap. What I'm going to do is just double click on that fleet. It'll open up this extra little window which will tell me the name of the start, the fleet competing or the competitors in that start, and then the start time. It should automatically also default to finishes will be recorded as finish time. Don't start fiddling with that because it should automatically bring across the standard preferences. So what I'm going to do here is change this start time for slow handicap, and I'm going to say that slow handicap's 10:49. Click OK at the bottom. Laser fleet, well actually lasers should be above slow handicap in the order, so I'm just going to highlight the laser fleet by just clicking on it once and it goes blue, and click this little blue arrow here which will move it up the list. Now the laser fleet, I'm going to say started at 10:46, i.e. 3 minutes apart. Now you'll notice that Flying 15 fleet are missing. No reason for that apart from the last time this was used, the Flying 15s weren't in that particular race. So to create another fleet here, I'm going to click New, and that will copy the last one I used, i.e. the lasers. It's showing a start 4, which is not right. I need to first of all move that up to second place because that's where the Flying 15s tend to get their results entered. Fast handicap, Flying 15s, lasers, and slow handicap. And in fact, the order is actually down to the starting sequence on the day. So let's try and keep all in order. So I'm just going to double click on this one I've just created and edit it. So I'm going to change the name of this start to Flying 15. And at the moment it's showing competitors in that start as lasers. Well, that's not right. So I need to change that, and I do that by clicking Select Competitors. And for some reason it was jumped over here, but the fleet equals lasers is wrong, so I need to go to this little down arrow, and hey presto, there are the Flying 15s, and I click OK. That will then change this box here to say Fleet Flying 15s, and the Flying 15s will be starting at 10:43. Fine, so there we go. I've got race 1 on the 10th of March, all my fleets set up, all my start times, so I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click OK. While I'm here and I've got my result sheets in front of me, I'm also going to set up race 2 so I can just enter all the results as quickly as I can. So race 2, again, because this is a copied race, you'll notice that it's on the 10th of February. So again, I need to do what I did before. Let's repeat this much quicker than I did last time. Ignore the published start time as 10:40 because I know the second race tends to be around 11:30, and in fact we're going to change it so the fast handicaps do start their second race at 11:30 on this particular day. The Flying 15s don't tend to do the second race because they do one long race in the mornings in the spring and summer series, so I'm going to enter the lasers now by clicking New, which automatically copies the last start I was looking at. Double click that again, change this to lasers or laser, and obviously change their handicap fleet to laser. Start time, let's say they're 11:33. Okay, and we then need the slow handicap, so create another one, change it to slow handicap, and the fleet obviously needs to be changed to slow handicap as well, and their start time, let's do them at 11, well in theory 11:36, but let's say it was a different one, we could do 11:40 for example. And again, right, there we go, I've got all my starts set up, all my start times, I'm ready to enter some results. Now, what I'm going to do now is go back to race 1 by using these little arrows that will go up and down through your races. So we'll start with race 1, and hopefully, because this has pulled all the parameters through from a series that I've sent you, you'll notice that the way it records the results are the field we're going to use as sale number, not name, and it also matches the last 3 characters of each sale number, because I just find it easier to do it that way. So I'm going to click Next. The next window will take us to how we enter the results. Now I'm just going to put some fake results in, pretending that I've got the sheets from Sunday's race in front of me. I'm going to start with the fast handicap, and I'm going to start by putting some sale numbers in. And as you see, as I type, it will actually bring up the people that have a matching sale number with, for example, 7 in, or 7.5, and then 7.3. So it'll narrow them down for you. Now I know, fine, Mr. Adam Page is the chap I want. I'll click next. It automatically drags in my start time for race 1, and I'm going to enter my finish time as 11:01 and 1 second, and you must enter 6 digits here, and you also must enter a number of laps. What Sailwave will do is once you've entered the first competitor for each start, i.e. a flying 15, a fast handicap, etc., it'll assume the lap number is the same for each competitor you enter. So if, for example, you've got a fast handicap doing 3 laps, as this chap here's, you click finish. When you then next do another fast handicap competitor, let's say 20, oh, no, that's probably not a very good example. Let's think of another fast handicap. 11:06 is an enterprise. No, sorry, 1:02. That's what I want. These guys are off now on a Saturday, sorry, on a Sunday as well. So I've dialed 1:02, which is the last 3 digits of their sale number, and there's Mr. Griffiths. Now you can see there's a bit of conflict here, so it's worth sort of knowing who your competitors are, because there's 2 boats with the 11:02 as a sale number. So I'm going to select another competitor. Again, because they're in fast handicap, automatically knows 10:40 start, and because this is a much faster boat, let's say they finished at 11:09 and 12 seconds, but they did 4 laps. Now you notice it's automatically brought 3 from the last chap. Let's say these guys did 5 laps, and click finish. Now you'll notice over here it's starting to fill up this list again, and it's recording a time and number of laps in the race 1 at the moment rather than a position. We'll come on to that in a minute. I'm just going to put a couple of people in for each fleet, just so we can sort of illustrate it. So I'm going to move on to flying 15s now. Let's put Keith Bromhead in, and again you see that the start time has changed for the different fleet. Let's do 12:20 and 19 seconds, 4 laps. Another flying 15. There we are. We'll go for those guys there, but you can see obviously you need to keep, you'll get to know the fleets and whose sales numbers which quite quickly, because you'll get various conflicts. Right, so let's do 12, I don't know, 21 and 4 seconds. You did 4 laps again as well, that's fine. You notice that the list is starting to fill up quite quickly, and this is basically entering the results. This is why you need clear sale numbers, finish time, and lap numbers. Let's put a laser or 2 in as well, and let's put that in as 11:20 and 54 seconds and 3 laps rather. Let's do another laser. So let's do 11:21 and 54 seconds, 3 laps again, finish. And you keep going basically until you've entered all the competitors for race 1. If you then wanted to enter the results for race 2 straight away, all you do is click back, select race number 2, click next again, and start entering your competitors. So I'm just going to do one here just to illustrate this of the fast handicap chap, sorry, 11:02, Mr. Griffiths. And you can see obviously we're in race 2, so therefore it's changed the start time for us. And let's say he finished at 12:20 and 22 seconds and 2 laps. It'll then bring in race 2 in a column over here, as you can see, and enter the start time. And again, you can just go through and enter all the results straight away. So I'm done with entering my results, so I'm just going to click the little red cross here and close that. Now what I need to do now is score the series, because at the moment it's just giving me a list of people with various finish times and numbers of laps. Do ignore this rank at the moment, because all that's doing is pulling people through from the previous series, but just ignore that, that'll get sorted in a sec. Now to score a series, funnily enough, you click score series. It brings this box up, which sometimes confuses people, but just ignore it and just click score series, because it automatically scores groups of competitors separately, i.e. as fleets. And hey presto, we have some results. It automatically puts the did not compete in for the other fast handicap guy, because obviously there was a second fast handicap race. That is essentially how you enter the results and then score a series. Now what I want to do is, because I don't want to lose the hard work I've just put in, I want to go to File and Save Series like that. you'll get the little spinny wheel and it'll save it into the location where you'd already created it. If you wanted to save it somewhere else, you can go File, Save As, and put it somewhere else if you want to. Now what I need to do is publish some results. Now I'm going to do this very sort of quickly and keep it fairly simple. All you do is go up to Publish, Results, and it'll automatically be set up how I last used it, and that was to actually show all the individual race times and elapsed times. So I'm just going to take the tick out of that box there. Obviously I want to show my fast handicap, flying 15, laser. I don't actually want to show my slow handicap because I didn't actually have any slow handicap competitors on this particular Sunday, so I'm just going to click on them and lose those guys. Click Next. It'll then give you the option of previewing or literally downloading the file that you're creating to your computer. Clicking Preview, all it does is open up an HTML file in Internet Explorer. In a moment, there we go, Bosch, shows me the results, and this is the format I tend to use. Close that. I do now want to save this file because I want to upload it to the website. Now, annoyingly, it automatically gives you the file name of the last set of results you published, irrespective of the series you've opened. So you'll notice in here it says Spring Thor Open 2013 HTML or HTML. I want to change that, so I'm going to click Browse, and luckily it's gone to my results file, which is good, but I want to change the file name to Spring Series AM 2013, and my computer is a bit of a pain. It likes to have the file extension put on, but it should automatically do it for you, and click Save. So that will change the file name in here. Great, okay, that's where I want to save it. I'm going to click Publish. You'll get a nice little message pretty much instantly say it's saved it to that location. Now I'm going to close Sailwave. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, my computer's doing strange things because I'm working on a couple at the same time. Luckily, it's all actually asking me do I want to save my series again? Yes, I do. Always say yes to saving the series because otherwise you get yourself in all sorts of bother. And Sailwave closes itself. I'm going to navigate to where my results are, which is, bear with me, make this quick, Richard. Results 2013, and hopefully in here is Spring AM. And there's two files, one of which is the Sailwave file and one of which is the results sheet, as in the published results, which is the HTML document. So if I double click that, that will open up effectively what you guys see on the web. Hey presto, some results. I'm going to leave it at that for now. Hopefully that will give you a rough idea on how to do the results in Sailwave. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope it